it actually gaining any traction on Capitol Hill?
Well, I can tell you people are starting to listen to it, Brian. And, you know, a couple of months ago even, if we asked what the national debt and deficit and weight loss had in common or how they were related, probably would get a lot of blank stares. But Congressman Schweikert has been making this case, saying that if you drive down the one in terms of obesity, you may be driving down the other one, and people are finally starting to pay some attention here.
This is their issue. This is all of our issue. But no one else will talk about it.
Arizona Congressman David Schweikert says Americans don't need to wait for the next generation of weight loss drugs to transform the country. He says, in some ways, it's already happening.
Airlines, on fast food, on all sorts of things out there, there's starting to be an understanding that this may be a societal and an economic revolution that's coming.
Schweikert says what keeps him up at night, our national debt and deficit. After months of crunching numbers, he argues there's only one meaningful way to cut our national deficit in the future, and that's to cut obesity.
We had to tell the truth. It turns out the number one driver of U.S. debt being related to health care, and the health care was obesity.
Schweikert's been making his case, often emphatically, on the House floor.
The game of avoiding this discussion needs to come to an end. Is this moral? Should we not talk about it?
Over the next 10 years, the Joint Economic Committee projects the U.S. will spend $4.1 trillion fighting obesity and all the illnesses that come with it. Heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and conditions with ties to obesity that may not be so obvious, like some forms of cancer, potentially even Alzheimer's. But the open secret, he says, we continue to spend money treating rather than preventing obesity because it's uncomfortable to talk about.
Why haven't we had these discussions?
Because you get beaten up. Let's be honest. The hell with the theater of people's feelings. In some ways, it's we love, we care, and we're going to try to make people's lives better.
Enter Ozempic, Wegovy, and a host of other drugs known as GLP-1s.
It's a new horizon, I would say, for those of us who are in the field of treating obesity.
Dr. Raquel Hernandez is director of the Johns Hopkins All Children's Healthy Weight Initiative. She says these new drugs work unlike any previous weight supplement by working the part of our brain that controls cravings. Her expertise is obesity in children, one of 3 of whom she says are overweight, 1 in 5 obese.
What's important is that it's an intergenerational disease. Parents who are obese are likely to have children who are obese, and so on and so forth.
Hernandez says for kids, doctors are careful about prescribing GLP-1s, but she agrees with Schweikert, who's pushing policies that make GLP-1s more accessible to those who need it. Both say the new drugs are promising and that more use could mean saving money and saving lives.
And Brian, it's not just about costs of obesity as well. Congressman Schweikert talked to me about a number of other things that impact the economy because of obesity. For example, working age men who are no longer in the workforce. A lot of times those reasons that they can't be working are obesity-related health issues. You also got military recruitment. We have a population that could potentially be in decline. People are not starting families in some reasons because of obesity. All of it is related. So he says there are a number of reasons why we should be talking about it, should be looking for solutions here.
Yeah, it really makes sense when you start to think about it. I never thought